Okay, this one I'm gonna have to walk you through.
Please do.
It's a little bit of a tricky one. So this is, we'll get rolling with the pictures here in a second. I'm gonna explain what it is. So the Hancock subdivision was built years ago, it's platted. Mr. Hancock lives there. When the road was put in, I believe in the 60s or 70s, it was put straight through and there was no way to make a turn the way it was designed. So Brian Hancock was trying to just correct that part of it. It was encroaching, our road was encroaching on his property and the neighbor's property was encroaching into our road. So I'm gonna walk you through the pictures here and Brian Hancock paid for it, and basically it's an administrative review that requires you guys' approval, if so, because it is a boundary and lot line revision that did require a survey. So here is where the property is located. That pink line that runs right up through the middle is the current road, and the pink line shows it's HETF. We do receive funding for maintenance of that road. And the two parcels in blue are, one was Greg Hutton's on the left, the other is Brian Hancock's, and you can kind of see where that pink line went right through the property. So I'll walk you through this here as we get rolling.
I'm telling it to, I promise. It's really pretty. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so everything in color is the way the subdivision was originally platted and laid out. And you can see the road in the lighter white goes through the corner of Hancock's property. Okay? That was prior to us working on the road and making the changes needed. So, next one.
Yep.
There, the road is finished. We did it, let me walk up here and.
It might be
Your
a
pointer
little-
out, will you?
Yeah.
You need a laser
I
pointer.
have one. but I
Ooh,
didn't bring
that
it.
would've been a lot more
So,
fun.
go back one slide, please.
Yes, sir.
So this was where this
Smile.
person's property was encroached into the road and we were encroached onto Hancock's. So go to the next one.
It's coming.
So
Now
he
smile.
lost his front part of his lot, or he built on the right of way. Brian will get his back now. So the next one, this is the one where it gets a little, so that's the survey. This is track 2, track 1, track 4, and track 3. So track 2 and track 3 are getting deeded to Brian Hancock. Track 4 is going to Mendenhalls, who own this property. And track 1 is getting conveyed to the county because the way our right-of-way changed. The next one shows an overlay with the house. So this is how it used to go. So this is the correction
Wow.
that's gonna be fixed. So anyway, I knew it was gonna be a little bit tricky to explain, but it is simply a boundary lot line revision. All the deeds on it, we got all the preparation. So now it'll just need to go through the 60-day, and this wasn't easy.
I bet not.
It's hard to even keep
It was a tricky one, but they'll go through the 60-day, get the deeds prepared, recorded, and then we do have signs up. We're not currently diverting traffic into the new route yet. Some people use it, some don't. But once this goes into effect, everything's recorded and legal, we will start putting up some plastic barricades to get people used to that. And then eventually Brian will go ahead and build a fence out where his property should be. And by then, it may take 6 months, but it will have people used to, there's actually gonna have to stop. It's gonna help the neighborhood because sometimes people go 30, 40, 50 miles an hour through there, and it's a heavily populated residential area. So I think
That'll slow them down.
yeah, this should cure some of the issues there, and it'll correct the property lines for Mr. Hancock and the neighbors across the way. And this didn't go before planning. It was just prepared through our office with the surveyor. So it will just require your approval to roll on to the next step of the deed recording and prep.
Would you like to review other pictures, or is this good?
We'll go ahead and spin through them and I'll show you from the ground. So this is looking up the new section on, I think it's
Emerald and Manor?
Emerald and
Manor.
Manor. I get them messed. It's half of it's Emerald, half's Manor. Okay, next one. And this is at the stop sign. They'll make the turn here to the right, come to the stop sign. That's Brian Hancock's garage on the left. Okay, and that's a property pin. That's where Brian Hancock's property originally was platted for. Everybody generally owns to the middle. It just kind of shows some property pins that there was a pretty drastic change. There's another one there in the bottom left corner. And this is from standing on Emerald, looking to the new portion on the left with the stop sign. So that triangle right there will eventually be fenced off and traffic will take the new diversion. And that's just looking south on Emerald. And that's looking north, Emerald to Manor. And I think that's it. So this should correct some things. We went in, redid the road, chip and sealed it this year, so it's ready for traffic once we get everybody used to the change.
Very good.
Okay, need a motion?
Okay, I move to approve the minor subdivision exemption A-010-23, subject to within 60 days, Otero County, and Brian and Sylvia Hancock will follow deed preparation instructions indicated on the resolution.
I will second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the subdivision exemption A-010-23 for Brian Hancock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.